So we've been getting tons of rain around here, and I've been working on my farming channel. It's not really a farm, but my garden, where I've been talking about a lot of the gardening we're doing, raising the chickens, putting in the flower bed, getting ready to order the mulch and that kind of stuff. I don't know if you guys have noticed in a lot of my videos lately, especially when the sun hits the lens just right, you can see lots of little dust particles. You think, why doesn't that guy clean the lens? He wants this to be a professional channel and dealing with cycling and things like that. Why doesn't he clean? Well, and the upgrade is my new G7X Mk II. Has issues with the seals in the lens, and one of the issues is that there's not really any seals, and so there's a lot of holes in around all of the mechanisms that can move. And there's lots of videos out there on this, lots of videos how to clean it. You can drill it, you can just vacuum it, do all this kind of stuff. Well, I've tried the vacuuming part, and now I'm getting to the part where I'm going to have to take apart the lens. So today's project is going to be cleaning this lens. I also have to go in and order a bunch of mulch for the flower garden that I'm getting ready to put in. Me and the ELB are going to be putting in the flower garden, and so that's one of the things that we're going to be working on. All that area that I've cleaned out here by the pool, we're going to put in a flower garden and have some stepping stones that go down to the pool. So I hope you've enjoyed some of the later videos that I've done. I really had a lot of fun doing the last video. I'll put a link to that here, but the last video that I did with Corey, where we did the cap to cap and stopped at every mile marker except for mile marker 7. Missed that one, sorry 7. I'm looking forward to this whole pandemic thing being done. I'm sure along with everybody else, you may see me in a mask pretty soon, which probably for some of you might be a good thing, because then I'll be all covered up and they'll be hard to understand me, and you just can check like and subscribe and tell all your friends, look at this. Oh, the other thing that's happening today is they're supposed to have the Spacex launch today, so I will be taking a little time out of my day to see if they make it. They didn't make it last time because of weather. With my background in aviation, in the military and in the Air Force, and all my aviation experience, it's really kind of cool to see stuff like that when they're going in space. You know, I've seen the space shuttle and things like that. I never got to see a launch live, but I did get to see the space shuttle come in one time when I was living in San Antonio, Texas. It came in almost right over San Antonio, and it was at night. It came in over San Antonio and just lit up the whole sky. It was the coolest thing. So I've got to see some of the space stuff and things like that. Of course, Air and Space Museum, and have done all those things, which is really cool. One thing I am looking forward to this year is the in the past, and I'll put the links here, that I've done the Seagull Century and the 6 Pillar Century, and I've done those rides. And this year, before the year even started, before registration, after I did the 6 Pillar Century last year, I said, and if you recall, I'll put the link up there too for Bill's crash. I was just like, I've done this ride 4 or 5 years in a row, and it's the same route. And I told the guys, next year I won't be doing this. I won't be here next year. But coming up is the Between the Waters ride in October, at the end of October. And so we're going to go out to the eastern shore of Virginia, and we're going to do that ride. I've already done the cap to cap ride, and I'll put that link up there too. And if I run out of links up here, I'll put some in the description below for those rides that I've done. So we did our cap to cap ride back on May 9th, actually, when it was supposed to happen, but it has been postponed until August. All right, so I'm doing a camera test here to see how it turned out. Operationally, it seems to work fine. It looks like, I have to see, yeah, looks like it's in focus. Okay, so it focuses. Sometimes when I'm looking at the little screen on top of my camera here, I can't really tell because my eyes don't focus, but the camera seems to focus. And one of the things I wanted to see was when it's in the sunlight, man, I cleaned off the lenses, took it all apart. super clean. So I'm not getting any of those little sparkles in there from sunlight, it looks like. Let me get it over here in the sun. Oh yeah. I can see inside the camera lens and I can see the aperture in the back, and it's all clear, there's no dust or anything. So that seems to have worked good. Unfortunately, I said I was gonna film it all. What I'm really most pleased with though is that I got the lenses cleaned inside out. All right, so the big thing was fixing the lens on this thing. Sorry I didn't film it, but really, I mean, there's a ton of videos out there. That's what I did. I went and watched all those videos. So if you have like I said, if you have this particular camera, you can go get videos on how to do it. It's not really that hard. It just takes a little bit of dexterity and a little bit of patience. So yeah, clean lens. I don't see any, I mean, other than normal lens flare, I might see some of that, but I don't see any specks or dirt or anything in there. Now, knowing that this camera has the issue with getting dirt in there, I made it so it's pretty easy for me to take it all back apart again and clean it up again. So, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, cheers.